Hi, I'm Jessie.
I'm Nina.
And we're going to react to this teenager. He's giving a speech in front of his class. I believe his assignment was to give a speech about either feminism or something along those lines. But he does a great job at explaining the issues that are there in feminism today and why so many people are diving off the deep end. And I think it's worth watching.
The definition of feminism is equality between men and women, if you look it up on Google. In this presentation, I'm going to prove to you that in 2016 is not the case. There was a first wave of feminism, the suffragettes, who campaigned for the vote and for equality, and then there was second wave feminism in around the 60s, campaigning for equality in domestic gender roles and things like that. And then recently there's been a third wave feminism, who have consistently lied about things. For example, the wage gap between men and women. That is a lie. 77 cents to the dollar is a lie. It doesn't take into account the different hours worked by men and women on average in jobs. It doesn't take into account the different jobs that men and women do. And it doesn't take into account many, many other factors. Once you factor all these in, it is statistically irrelevant.
Preach.
The wage gap. This is just one example of the lies that have perpetrated by modern third-wave feminism. They hate free speech.
He's giggling right now because all the students are making fun of him for saying the stuff he's saying, just so you know.
They don't like it when their opinions are challenged. They try to ban words like bossy, and they try to ban things on Twitter. They try to ban people from having their opinion. They don't like other people's opinions. The imbalances on people have flipped, and feminism says that it's about equality, but I've never once seen a feminist campaign against the fact that, on average, women, if they were a man, they get 2 years, 3 years in jail. But if it happens the other way around, it's 20 years.
And that's why they're all changing their
Gender.
to get their sentencing changed.
Exactly.
We just saw those numbers that said that there was like 120 to 129 trans women incarcerated. Out of those 129, 50% of them had sexual offense charges.
That's smart.
50% of them got a reduced sentence because they said that they no longer identified as the gender they did when they assaulted their victim.
The woman. They were men assaulting a woman, change their gender once they get to the prison. And for some reason, they allow this person who would never lie, right, about being a woman.
That?
They allow this person to be in a enclosed, confined space with victims.
With their victim type, guys. Like, that's their victim.
Like, where are we going
target.
here?
When they come up with a victim profile
this
for
isn't
serial
feminism.
killers, same idea.
That's not feminism.
That's why I wanted to show you this.
No, that's that's a reach around patriarchy. There are men out there who are predators.
And we'll take advantage.
Absolutely. And if a lot of these people on the woke side don't think that this is a reality.
No.
They think it's once in a while. They would never do that. They would, no. You know, it's like trans women can do no fucking wrong.
When did the world stop being able to lie? We can be yelled at for having opinions that we don't agree with, right? We can be canceled for saying something that people don't agree with. But when did lying stop? Because all of a sudden, nobody can lie. Nobody can lie about these things. Everything you see is the truth. I'm not that fake news motherfucker. I'm just saying you need to take everything with a grain of salt. Why can't people lie about things like this? People lie about the most ridiculous things. And you're telling me they're not going to lie about their gender identity to get less time in prison.
And to be around the same type of victim.
Oh my God, tell me how nice would it be to be like, oh, I just want to be around women all the time because that's just, I love them so much. I'd like to have tons of advantages over them. And then all of a sudden, oh, you're getting put in jail. Oh, I don't want to be around the men. Put me with the women. It's just like, when do you get to choose?
This is how feminism has changed. It's gone from fighting for women's rights to fighting for the rights of biological men. Where the f*** are we going, women? You're trying to eradicate yourselves. Men who are for that kind of shit. Do you guys want to be the perpetual friend? You want to be constantly friend zoned? You're doing it to yourself. So when these guys, they start bitching about how they're not getting sex, maybe think about a few things first. Are you protecting women? What are you doing?
It's such a problem. Yeah, and this is the biggest problem with this entire concept of changing genders. What happened to truth versus feeling? Because you can feel like one thing and that can still be completely valid, But the truth is another thing. And they can sit there and exist side by side while still kind of contradicting each other. That's the difference between feelings and truth. When you broke up with let's say the ex you wanted to be with the most, you broke up with her, right? Him, whatever. You broke up with that person. It hurt. But you didn't sit there and say, oh, but it's not real because I'm still with them, because that'd be crazy, right? So why are we sitting here and saying that, oh, you're definitely this because you feel that way? Because if you're heartbroken over someone leaving you, that's a feeling. You can change that feeling by saying in your head, I'm still with that person. I had all these good memories. But that doesn't mean that they're not gone. It doesn't mean that the truth isn't that they don't want to be with you. You just really believe that, and you feel like you want to be with them. So why is it that we're applying a different logic to gender? There can be truth and feelings. They can exist at the same time. They're not the same. Why can't people fucking lie?
Feelings aren't facts, and nobody has to validate your feelings.
No.
Surely if they're about equality, shouldn't it be the same for both genders? But gender imbalances include the massive suicide rate of men under 30. I've never heard a feminist or a third-wave feminist once speak about how bad this is. It's not about equality. It's not. It's about lying. Thank you very much. Any questions?
But yeah, the rates of men unaliving themselves has gone up, and I know we've talked about that. But it's true. You don't hear people complaining about that kind of thing. Feminists saying that transgender
I am. I think that there is...
No. He's talking about, like, feminists. We don't fall in the...
feminists.
We're not...
Where are the feminists anyway?
We're not feminists,
Where's
right?
Gloria Steinem saying anything about, trans women invading spaces, biological men doing this shit, overtaking women's sports, bathrooms, locker rooms, and prisons? Where are the feminists there? They're mute and they're hiding.
They just want to be accepted and liked by everyone.
Yeah.
It's really sad. It's really sad, actually.
The feminists of today are not for women. They're for trans women. There's a difference.
On the topic of the last video we did, maybe women would be able to defend themselves in a course of laws and all that. If they weren't so complacent with allowing people to feel their feelings as truth.
Maybe they're not
that's
complacent to the other side, though. They're more than happy to get up on their high horse and scream from the top of their fucking lungs. I see more women attacking women, actual women, saying that they're feminists and attacking women on behalf of trans women. The logic is in the garbage.
Flawed.
Absolutely. I feel bad for the guys who think that this is a smart thing to do.
It's over. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.